Snowden's appearance today. It comes as a Hollywood movie about him is set to open. Right around this time last year, there was still a very real possibility that Tom Mulcair could be the next Prime Minister. Today, the NDP leader faced his caucus after keeping a relatively low profile all summer, and in the wake of some quiet rumblings about his leadership. Catherine Cullen is covering the NDP caucus in Montreal. Catherine.
Peter, this is about a lot more than Tom Mulcair's problems. It has implications across the political spectrum, and that is because the longer that the NDP struggle, the easier it makes it for the Liberals to stay on top. And today, Mulcair tried to stop the bleeding with a couple of very public displays of support. The first standing ovation came before he even spoke. Tom Mulcair knew at least a few in this room would like to see him gone. But no one has publicly complained, so Mulcair insisted opponents within the NDP don't exist.
My only adversaries in politics are the Liberals sitting across from me in the House of Commons.
But to truly shut down discontent, Mulcair knows he has to stop NDP support from slipping away to the Liberals. So the man who swore off deficits in the last election made a clear appeal to the left.
Those are our core values: environmentalism, pacifism, feminism, socialism.
Still, even after the speech, many MPs sounded somewhat hesitant.
Do you support Tom staying on as leader?
I think, okay, you will not leave me without an answer.
What do you think of Mr. Mulcair's leadership? You support him?
Not a picture of unity, so more had to be done. Sources tell CBC News that behind closed doors, some caucus members raised concerns, including that Mulcair had been missing in action this summer. In response, Mulcair talked of being humbled, and the notoriously fiery leader promised a more consensus-based way of operating. Then it was time for another public display. The NDP announced Mulcair had the unanimous support of the room.
Are we all united?
Mulcair hopes the discussion ends there.
I'm very happy to support our leaders, support our caucus decision.
So are you 100% okay with Mr. Mulcair staying on as leader until his successor?
100%. We're unanimous.
Including yourself?
Well, it's only 100% is pretty clear, isn't it?
Now, the vote for a new NDP leader is still over a year away, and that means that Tom Mulcair is going to have to keep these tensions at bay for quite a while longer. Peter?
Okay, Catherine, thank you. The official opposition plans to return to Parliament next week with a plan to hit the government hard on its economic policies. Good economic management is an issue the Conservatives believe they own, and they believe Canadians see it that way too. But as Hannah Thibedeau tells us, the government has some high-profile support in its corner.
Conservatives feel the economy is their bread and butter issue and continue to hammer the Liberals for deficit spending.
We heard growing concerns about the economy and growing concerns that Prime Minister Trudeau and the federal Liberals don't have a plan for the economy.
Slamming the Liberals just got tougher. Praise is being heaped on Trudeau by the head of the International Monetary Fund, Christine Lagarde.
Use of the appropriate fiscal space and good use of it in order to invest in the future and support growth. We certainly encourage that policy mix of Canada, and we encourage it to go viral.
Despite the Harper government's own stimulus spending plan, Conservative leadership contenders don't quite agree with Lagarde.
I don't care if it's the Queen of Sheba. If you're advancing theories based on left-wing ideology that means more tax and more spend, it will not create jobs.
Potential leadership contender Lisa Raitt says the IMF is simply trying to curry favor with the current government.
It's one thing to come in and tell us it's great to spend. It's another thing to come in and tell us exactly how we're going to pay it all back.
The economy might be their issue, but the question is, what kind of leader will carry that message into the 2019 election? Will it be a progressive or social conservative or something else altogether? Brad Trost says he'll represent generational change.
In Saskatchewan, the image is Diefenbaker, big jowls and a little bit growly.
but I'm a little younger.
Deepak Obrai says he has experience.
20 years in the Parliament of Canada, the Dean of the Conservative Caucus, and you are asking me what is my personality? Let me smile.
And many MPs want someone who won't alienate others.
I think it's got to be somebody that can unite the party.
But unity can sometimes be challenged in leadership races. Ronna Ambrose says there's going to be all different kinds of leadership contenders as well as issues, even controversial ones. So she wants to remind candidates that the